welcome to the Wealthy LaLa Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. Today is episode 171 and April Fools to you. If I'd have been on it more, I would have thought some kind of joke to do for you. But I'm wondering what fun jokes you did you play on someone, or did someone play on you? I always think of the one time when a girlfriend of mine, she was expecting, and she told her husband she was expecting twins. And she was like, April Fools. It's too funny. And actually 2 years ago on this April 1st, my son and daughter-in-law actually got married. And my son had wanted a date that he could remember. And when we looked at all the different, they first started with September, and that didn't work with harvest, and August wasn't good because of blah, blah, blah. And then July wasn't good, and then June wasn't good, and then May wasn't good for seeding. And my husband says, well, what about April 1st? I don't even think he thought about the April Fool's thing. And my son went to the calendar, and sure enough, that year, April 1st was a Saturday. So the daughter-in-law was okay with it as long as my son knew that it was no joke. Oh, that just makes me laugh every time I hear it. They're such a sweet couple. I just adore those two. Anyways, what do we want to talk about today? So there was this quote, and oh gosh, I'm not 100% sure where I got it, but it was a few years ago. And I have it up on my wall, and it says, and this is something that I aspire to, okay? It's not something I live completely yet, and I aspire to it and to be the energy of this. Being committed to me and my life and to my awareness and to my reality. Oh, bless me. Another. Bless me. Okay, that's keeping it real. Sorry, guys. Well, sorry, not sorry. It's like, okay, how about let's start again. Being committed to me and my life and to my awareness and to my reality is the most powerful source of creation on the planet. We become a part of where infinite possibilities is a reality. When I first heard this, it impacted me enough that I printed it out and then I put it on my bulletin board. And at the time, because we can read a quote from one perspective, like depending on where we're living at a certain time in our lives, like where we're functioning, the perspectives we live from, the conclusions, the decisions, whatever. And you can see things a certain way, and then you can reread a quote like a year or 2 or 6 months later or something and be like, whoa, it's even deeper now. I see it even in a different way or a more meaningful way than ever before. And that's what I'm noticing with this, is that before, when I looked at this quote, or when I put it on my bulletin board, being committed to me and my life and to my awareness and my reality is the most powerful source of creation on the planet. We become a part of where infinite possibilities is a reality. Now, back when I put it on my board, I was kind of functioning more from a place that you had to have a business and you had to be successful in the way that this reality sees you as being successful. You have to be someone who's like a fabulous hockey star, known, or you have to be in a music band that everybody knows, or you need to have your own business that's successful in the fact that other people know who you are, that whatever would be judged by this reality as being successful. Now, when I read it to myself today, being committed to me and my life and to my awareness and to my reality is the most powerful source of creation on the planet. We become a part of where infinite possibilities is a reality. Now, as I say that again, and I tap into where I'm at now, being committed to me and my awareness is when I've talked to you guys about light and heavy. That is what I'm committed to. Being committed to my awareness. Being committed to my awareness, knowing that that's being committed to my life, my life, and my reality. And that commitment to my awareness, I am aware, is a powerful source of creation on this planet. It's a powerful source in my life. It's a powerful source in the world. And, from this reality's perspective of success, my life may not look like it's a success. Do I have $10,000 a month in clients? Do I have my name all over the internet? Do I have a business that, say a restaurant or something? Have I been a person who's completely healed a dis-ease that's in their body? No, 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 and no. Yet, when I tap into the energy of what my life is now and what my life used to be, my life is a success. My life was successful then. I just did not have the ability to acknowledge it and be grateful for what I had. Do you know that it's a success? Like, you think about it, to have a house, to have a vehicle I can jump into. And I know when I talked the other day on the about my wine, about the things that my doctor suggested, go get this done and go get this done and go get this done. I was saying to my hubby this morning, I was like, how lucky am I that I can put gas in my vehicle and I can drive to all these appointments, and that I have the freedom to be able to drive to the appointments, and I have the ability and the knowing to ask if something is heavy or light for me and to choose it or not. And that is success. So not all of us are going to be famous hockey stars, are going to have businesses that are all over the internet. We're not going to be necessarily someone who's written a book that everyone knows our name, or, you haven't built a big skyscraper in the city that's closest to you or that you live in. What if success is joyfully living your life? And that's playing with your awareness, following what's light and heavy for you, and knowing that that's creating. Because I'm noticing, and these seem like, before I did not see the value in these things. But I noticed, like, even yesterday, I was going to go to a local town this morning to do one of the things that the doctor asked of me. And when I went to go there, something was really heavy about it. And I was like, okay, well, it's probably just my resistance. I'm being kind of pissy about it. And then when I looked at it, actually what it is they want to put me on a new medication, which in this 10 seconds is light for my body to choose. So how does it get any better? And then, so they wanted me to do a TB test. You guys have tuberculosis test, okay? So they put a little needle thing in your arm, and they put this serum or whatever in it, and then they read the result 48 to 72 hours later. Well, I was going to go first thing this morning. Well, this morning my hubby he hasn't been feeling well, so he kind of slept in. He left just a little bit later for work. There was some running around I needed to do, like around the house, catching up with things. And as I was doing all that, I was like, there's 2 webinars that I actually want to watch. One at 11 o'clock my time and one at noon my time, for various reasons. And I'm like, oh, but if I go do this stuff that the doctors asked me and this TV test, well, then it's going to end up that, well, I can't watch my things and all that. And then that's when I stopped myself and I went, I have choice. What if I allow this to just sort of unfold? Well, as the morning progressed, I actually messaged the person that I was going to go have the TB test done. And I said, I get that it actually works better for me to come this afternoon. I had concluded the morning would be better. And when I actually tapped into the energy of it and used my awareness, It actually this afternoon was better. Usually I don't go out in the afternoon. Okay, another conclusion. So when I messaged this person and I said that, they said to me, well, actually that's really good because that actually gives us more freedom with reading it on Monday. How does it get any better? Like sometimes what I thought was resistance was actually just my awareness going, honey, 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 there's a better choice. Honey, this is actually going to work better for you. Honey, if you go in the afternoon, you can get everything you want done around the house. You can watch those webinars and then you can go off and do that TB test and the other things you needed to do. It's like, holy mackerel. Like, how does it get any better? Like, do you guys realize that those are little miracles? Those are successes that create a life of ease that I am willing to have. So being committed to me, my life, my awareness, and my reality is the most powerful source of creation on the planet. So do you get that when I choose for me, when I choose and follow my awarenesses, it gives me a sense of empowerment, a sense of vibrancy, of playfulness, of inspiration that goes with me into my day. So it starts with me. And then as I take that and I go to these different places, and it's not from a place of, oh my God, I don't feel like this, and I'm resisting this, and I hate this, and why am I having to do this, and I missed my webinars, and blah, blah, blah. The universe is saying, honey, 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 just ask another question or two. Honey, honey, just wait. You pay attention. This heavy is telling you something. It's not wrong. You're not wrong. The situation's not wrong. Just ask another question. We're just trying to get your attention. And then it's like, oh yeah. Oh, that is actually lighter to go this afternoon. I like it. And so this morning I got to meditate. I got to get stuff done around the house. Got to say farewell to my hubby. I've got to record this radio show. Like all of this is worked out and creates greater, and I get to watch my webinars, and I also get to do the running around later this afternoon. And who knows, I may find that everything that I go to walk into, I just basically walk right in and I get looked after. I mean, really, it's just so fun. So is there a place, like, can you look in your world where you could use your awareness and really knowing that these little things that are not the big famous whatevers, these little things will bring you a sense of joy and fun and playfulness in your world that it's like you just don't know till you know. And what I've noticed for myself is that it has taken courage to hear these other things that people suggest. So whether it's Abraham Hicks, whether it's Dr. Joe Dispenza, whether it's, whoever, that if you actually get into the energy of the future you desire to create, and you actually play in there like you already have it, it seems like a freaking waste of time. Okay? You're sitting in a chair in the energy of vibrancy and you're like, blah, blah, blah. We have been taught to do in this reality, people. We've been taught that that's the way to do things. Do you ever think, I'm just getting this awareness now, I just wonder, not do you ever think, but have I really thought about that? Like, is that why so many people are frustrated? How many of us intuitively know that there is a way easier way to create our life? Way easier. Oh my God, that actually sitting and being with the energies that we desire to create. So for me, the last 3 days, I've been really sitting in the certainty and the ease of that and being grateful for it. Like for 45 minutes, I sit with that. And I'm already seeing signs of what that's creating in my life. And it is not linear. And yet I know it is changing things. And if you'd have told me 6 months, a year ago, whatever, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, blah, 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 get in the energy of it. Because of course I did. I've been hearing this stuff for a while. But it's sometimes we need to hear something 1, 2, 300 times before we're all of a sudden ready to receive it. And then we try it. And then we're like, hot damn. that shit works. That's kind of where I'm getting to it. So, I just love this. So being committed to you, your life, and your awareness, and to your reality is the most powerful source of creation on the planet. We become a part of where infinite possibilities is a reality. Oh, and I'm just so getting like it's not the big things. Oh, heck, those big things are nice too, you know? And let me tell you, when your day comes together with ease, when things work out for you that you're like, how was that going to work out? And then it comes together even better than you could have imagined, you know that you've been asking for it. And you know you're willing to receive it. And you know you've been willing to play in the energies of that. And it shows up, and you're like, holy. And then it so inspires a person to want to choose it again. That's what I'm noticing for me. So, anyways, don't take my word for it. Play with it. Play with it, people. All right. And just so you know, I've been using one of Dr. Joe's meditations, Blessing the Energy Centers, #2, the blessings of the energy centers, #2. And what I've been doing is putting my energies into every energy center. So some people call them chakras. He calls them energy centers. And I've been putting those energies into those centers and just sitting with it. So basically, the entire meditation is whatever energies I'm choosing for that day. And whoa, I come out of it just singing. It's awesome. Well, my body is vibrating. All right. Okay. Have a great day, people. Thanks again for listening. Big hugs to you. And if you have any questions, you need any support, or would love to have a session with me on creating this and having more know-how how to do this for yourself, email me, thewealthylala@gmail.com. Big hugs.